Hi everyone. Should you appeal your case? This is Christina Williams with Just Criminal Law.
And this is David Mann, legal storytelling specialist. I think that we all pretty much understand that an appeal means that the case has been decided and now you go back to maybe get a different decision, right?
Right. So there's always the opportunity to have a higher court look at what the lower court did. And there's different points in a criminal case when you might want to have that reviewed. And, it could be that you reached a plea agreement and the judge gave you an illegal sentence. Or it could be that you felt evidence was obtained in violation of your constitutional rights, and you think therefore the state shouldn't be able to use that evidence. Now the judge may not agree and they may allow that evidence in. You can always appeal that. And then there's the point in time when you go to trial and the jury decides whether or not you're guilty. Now during the trial, lots of things happen, and a defense attorney is supposed to recognize when there's potential there to make objections to how it's going. And at the end of the case, if you get convicted, then your defense attorney can help you file an appeal to have the higher court look at what happened during the trial and see if that decision or that verdict should be reversed and come back down for a new trial.
And probably that higher court is not they're not making their decision based solely on the defendant didn't like the decision, right? There's more to that choice to go forward or not.
Right. There has to be some sort of error of law for the higher court to look at. And so, your attorney needs to be experienced and needs to know what to watch out for in order to protect you from those errors.
So what is the risk of maybe, succeeding on the appeal and getting another trial?
Right, so that also has to be, a very informed decision for the person who wants to make the appeal. For example, say that you're charged with 10 different counts and the jury only finds you guilty of one of those counts. Now, you can appeal that verdict and what happened in that trial and ask the Supreme Court to reverse it and give you a new trial, but you're back on the hook for those 10 counts. So you and your attorney really need to decide whether or not you want to risk a new trial where maybe the prosecutor is a little bit better the second time around and realizes, he left holes in his case, or maybe you get a jury the second time around who really leans more towards the law enforcement officers and the prosecution, in how they put forth their case. They're really more in favor of convicting somebody than perhaps giving them the benefit of the doubt. And so you're looking at, giving the prosecutor a second go and getting a different jury, and there's the risk that you might be convicted of more than one count.
Wow, that's a huge risk. You wouldn't choose to go through that second phase wanting that outcome, but it might happen. But it sounds like the real difference is whether the attorney that is on your side is skilled at this, which it sounds like you and your group are. So how might someone get in touch with you?
Sure, we'll include a link in the description where they can call, text, or chat with a member of my team anytime, day or night. Here at Just Criminal Law, we know you only get one shot at justice, so make yours count.